Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra May 6, 2022. Today's transits are good for connecting with others in empowering ways. A Venus-Pluto transit points to obtaining the support or backing you need to advance your goals or gain more personal conviction. It's an excellent time to enhance or repair relationships, whether in your personal or professional life. You can be quite motivated to work through problems or do valuable research. Putting your energy into heartfelt pursuits can be most productive and satisfying. There are treasures to be found when you dig a little deeper today. Activities that honor your need to reconnect with your inner spirit are particularly timely now with the moon's transit of your privacy sector all day. Restlessness is possible later today. Be wary of breaking commitments and promises to others now, as it's surprisingly easy to do under current transits. Spells of impatience could lead to actions that you might later wish you'd avoided. If you must take action now, do so from the heart instead of blindly reacting. Despite whether you're single or already romantically attached, the current astro weather continues to bring you inward, especially after yesterday's new moon solar eclipse. What parts of yourself are you in the process of surrendering? Lady Venus will also harmonize powerhouse Pluto via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, adding a layer of intensity to your relationship dynamics. But, by that same token, it's important for you to prioritize your peace of mind at this time. Luna will also square off with Saturn, in case you're feeling restricted in a particular connection. How can you feel empowered in your career path? As of right now, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is currently forcing you to reconsider how to use your assets and finances to your advantage while alleviating yourself of debt. As you mull over this long-term transformative retrograde, you may have an idea of how to continue your professional development. Since Pluto retrograde sextiles Venus in Pisces, you may find that you have more than anticipated as you work toward an accomplishment in your career path. Work your stuff. One or more phone calls could come today from people you know well, probably women. They're more likely to have some ideas they want to kick around with you than to have news or gossip, but you'll enjoy the conversation all the same. You might end up paying a visit in your near neighborhood to someone who shares some of your interests. Whatever you discuss today, it's likely to have a profound effect on you. Retain this new awareness. A naturally harmonious atmosphere exists between you and your private sphere. You are increasingly at the center of things and are an important person of reference, which could place extra burdens on you. You have an abundance of energy for yourself, your family and friends, and are strong, calm, and harmonious, strengthening family bonds. You can be sure that your loved ones will return your support when you need it. A message pops in your box today and gets you all riled up. It's mostly good even if you can't quite see it that way at first, so try not to go over the top. You encourage others to be as enthusiastic about life as you are. Your fresh approach, combined with a laid-back attitude, is bewitching for potential dates. Be careful when faced with choices to ask yourself how serious this person's interest is in you. A short flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. You have been holding on to a relationship from the past for a while now. The time has come to let it go. If you have unresolved issues with an old romantic partner, why not address them once and for all? Something is likely to occur today that makes you realize how stuck in the past you have been. The only way to move forward is to revisit those painful memories and clear them from your mind. You are sure to feel cheerful, optimistic, expressive, and enthusiastic on this day. Today is rich with your own natural essence. While keeping yourself focused can prove challenging, you'll also experience your creative and artistic skills at an all-time high. Whatever resonates for you, be it painting or singing, now is the time to explore and have fun. Along with this, be as expressive in your professional life as working from home will allow. Before returning to your income sector today and triggering what will be an empowered few days across the income, work, and career fronts, your instincts are already sharp as the moon wraps up its monthly visit to Gemini. This will make it easier to pick up on a sense of anticipation from the start. For while this is something that the moon will trigger when it returns every 4 weeks, it comes just as you are on the cusp of some important developments across all 3 fronts. Whether you can explain it away or not, your gut is telling you that this professional and financial year are about to get a lot more interesting. The moon's departure from Gemini today wraps up the first of 2 visits that it will make while Mercury, the planet of communication, is in your sign. While the moon's monthly visits to your sign are good for fueling strong emotional responses, they don't usually come with the chance they came with this time to give those emotional responses a voice. Our eyes in the sky. If you are looking to gain control of a situation, now is the time to step into your power. The connection between Jupiter and Pluto is going to make us all feel as though we're at the top of our game. The caution is that we might begin to use this energy to our disadvantage by engaging in love triangles or power struggles. Instead of arguing non-stop, it's our responsibility to take a step back and find peace in the situation. After all, arguing over spilled milk and who is in charge all the time can have adverse effects on relationships. Trying to dominate others in partnerships of any sort will only ensure that the relationship stays at a standstill. You shouldn't be rude or aggressive, but it might be hard not to be. Instead of using this energy to bend the will of others and take charge, use it to change for the better your life, spiritual views, personal philosophy, and consciousness. Choosing your words wisely will be important over the next 30 days. Think before you speak or send that text. It could save you a lot of drama. Mercury enters Capricorn today too, making communication more serious. We will be more concise, direct, and blunt with Mercury in this diligent Earth sign. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Mars in Pisces, prompting us to behave erratically. Our physical desires and emotional needs are at odds with each other. On the one hand, we benefit from heightened stimulation. Diverse ideas and the freedom to jump from one perspective to the next offers us a sense of security and well-being. However, on an energetic level, we are more tempered, wistful, and unfocused. It's unlikely that this transit will stir up any long-term issues. We might simply feel a bit lethargic and disoriented. However, because our needs are incomprehensible, even to ourselves, we can become agitated when we are unable to sate our cravings. Or we get what we want but wind up dissatisfied anyway. In intimate relationships, we should do our best to express what is on our minds to mitigate ambiguity. Following this aspect, the moon sextiles Chiron in Aries, helping us to face our insecurities. Events transpire which prompt us to be honest about our intentions. Although the Moon-Mars square might make it challenging to determine what we want, we intend to harness the unapologetic authenticity of both the Gemini and Aries archetypes. Similar situations in the past may have demanded that we stay quiet when it did not serve our best interests. At this time, being forthright can trigger self-doubt, but if we express ourselves candidly, we'll find that we are not at risk of repeating old wounding patterns.